Today, we're going to dig into a topic that can take your leadership style and move it from good to great. Move that needle up, which is what we're trying to do every single day. Whether you're in automotive sales, managing a business, or just really honestly just trying to be the best version of yourself. Hopefully, this video gives you some ideas and helps you to level up your game and become the person that people want to follow. All right, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. That way you get notified when we drop more videos like this. So now let's dive in. All right, so first off, what's it mean to be a great leader? Well, I mean, there's a ton of different definitions of being a great leader. I've worked with some great leaders in the past. Josh Cummins, Glenn Lundy. I mean, these guys were servant leaders that showed the way. They didn't just tell, they showed the way on how to do it. Good leader does their job well. They're going to hit their numbers all the time. They're going to hit their goals. They're going to lead a team and they're going to do a good job. A great leader is somebody that can push the needle. They empower people to become better versions of themselves. They not only hit their numbers, but they destroy their numbers. A good example of this is when we were able to take our dealerships to 800% levels. We took one dealership from 100 vehicles to selling over 800 vehicles a month. Another dealership I took from selling 50 cars a month to selling 400 cars a month. Being a great leader is empowering people to become better versions of themselves. Great leaders aren't just good managers. They're mentors, they're coaches, and they're visionaries. Great leaders lead with purpose, not efficiency. They're trying to create a culture of accountability and trust where everyone feels valued and motivated. Drop me a comment below. Let me know, what do you think separates good leaders from great leaders? I'd love to know what you think. One of the biggest traits that separates great leaders from good ones is having a growth mindset. Leaders that are truly great, they feel that they can always, learn more. They can always inspire more, and they can always evolve. They're not afraid to take on challenges because they understand that's where the growth truly happens. As a leader, when you embrace challenge and your team sees that, then it inspires them to do more. People look at a challenge as an obstacle, whereas a great leader, you look at the challenge as an opportunity. The great leader should always be focused on continuing learning. Okay, whether that is reading or audiobooks or classes or seminars or classes, videos like this. A great leader understands in order to continue to evolve, they've got to always be learning. I use the principle called grow. All right. It's getting results out of work, getting results out of wisdom, getting results out of worship, whatever it is, whatever you want to make it. But what I put in, I want to get out. If I'm willing to put in the time to go ahead and learn something, like if you're in the automotive field, learning more about the vehicles that you sell, or if you're whatever field you're in, just learning more about that field. We also have to keep in mind that nowadays that you're no longer just salespeople, you're also entertainers. So part of your job should be learning like the algorithms for social media and learning how to edit videos and how to, level up your game as far as that goes now. That's part of your job nowadays. That's also part of the grow mentality, getting results out of wisdom, you know, getting something out of what you're willing to put in. So if you're putting in the work, get it out. And listen, audiobooks are a great way to do that. If you have any great books, drop me a comment below of a great leadership book or a book that's maybe inspired, maybe do more. So empathy is a superpower when it comes to leadership. Great leaders know that by building trust and accountability and showing some empathy with their teams, that actually takes the relationships and helps you build a deeper relationship with your team. What this does is it builds trust and loyalty because you're taking it to a deeper level with your team. And this is where emotional intelligence comes into play. What we're trying to do is make sure that we're treating and showing our employees, our salespeople, whoever works with us, we're trying to show our employees that they're more than just employees. They're part of the team. They're humans, and that we're recognizing them as humans. We're not recognize them as just an employee or just a number. What happens nowadays is this, and I see it all the time, especially now in the automotive field. And we're becoming more so corporate nowadays. Everybody's just becoming a number. The relationship building part of it is gone. It's no longer there. By showing your team that you value them as a human as much as you do as an employee, man, it goes a long way. And what it does is take your team building to a whole new level. Emotionally intelligent leaders listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and build strong, meaningful relationships with their team. I want you to do this. Think about a time that somebody that you've worked for, a great leader or a good leader, has showed empathy, has made you feel special. How'd that make you feel? How did it motivate you? Drop me a comment below and share your experience. It's crazy how empathy can build motivation and build a winning team and culture. Here's a big one. This is one where a lot of great leaders fail. You may be able to do some of the other ones, but do you hold yourself accountable? Do you hone up when you make a mistake? Great leaders don't just take credit when things go well. They also take responsibility when things don't. Accountability is one of the core pillars of leadership. When you lead by example and own your mistakes, man, your team's going to follow suit with that. So basically, when you build this culture of accountability, here's what happens. Your team sees the example. Now the fear of failure, it diminishes with them because they know you got their back. They know you're going to run through a brick wall for them, and they're going to run through a brick wall for you. But it is not only taking the credit, but owning up to those mistakes. We're humans. We're going to make mistakes. How do you handle those mistakes, though? Don't be afraid to say, I was wrong, or I made a mistake. The vulnerability makes you relatable and more respected. Have you ever worked for a leader like that? Have you ever worked for a leader that has owned up to their mistakes? I'd love to hear about it and love to hear about what kind of impact it actually had on you. Drop me a comment below. All right, the final step from going from good to great is to be a visionary. Have a vision and inspire others. Great leaders know how to see the bigger picture and how to communicate that in a way that motivates your team to see that picture too. What it then does is create a unity. It creates one unit that people get excited about and want to be a part of. It's not about just setting goals. It's about painting a picture of what success looks like and then getting your team to believe in it. When your team sees your passion, when they see the big picture, man, what they're going to do now is they're going to feel that passion too. They're going to get behind it and they're going to help push. They're going to set their sights higher, which a lot of times what it does is takes people and pushes them to a new level. Leadership's a journey. It is not a destination. What's a big vision that you have for your team or your organization? I'd love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments below. Benefit from this video, then share the video along, right? And get them to subscribe. Again, it doesn't cost anything and allows us to build a community of great leaders that helps inspire and build each other and win the day.